make a tessellation on Google Drawing. Now, if you take a look, a tessellation is a pattern that fits in like puzzle pieces and is repeated. You can see here on this example that I've done a pattern of green and purple, but then I threw some gold ones in there for fun too. And when you're finished, it might not be perfect on Google Drawing, like it might go over and under, but when you download it or print it, it won't include anything that's off of this canvas that is hidden underneath. All right, let's get started. So go to Google Drive, click New, More, and then Google Drawing. The basic tessellation, like the level 1 tessellation we're going to make, has a top and a bottom that fit together and the sides are straight. So you can go here and you can go to Insert, not Insert, you can go to Shapes and grab a square. Now I'm going to use the Shift to make sure it stays a square. If I don't have Shift, you can do like a rectangle and stuff, but for a tessellation to be really, really nice and clean like that, we're going to do the square. So Shapes, Square, Shift, and you can choose whatever size you want, but this is kind of a nice size here. I'm not going to give it a color yet. Now, the rule with a tessellation is anything you do to one side, you have to do the negative or the opposite to the other side in order for the puzzle to fit together. Here you can see I made a triangle up, and if I actually drag one of these guys out, you'll see that I also subtracted the triangle from the bottom. Control Z will put that back. So let's go ahead and name this here Mr. Bardon Tessellation. Clean that up. And I don't want to do a triangle this time, so let's see what my other shape options are. Here, shapes. Let's go ahead and let's add maybe a little bit of a pentagon. That could be cool. Let's see what this looks like. Well, maybe not the whole thing, but remember that it can't be wider, so it has to be like the same width. Here. So you're going to drag it till you see that red line. Boom. So it's exactly the same width. So now we could do something like that here. Let's just bring it all the way up to the top so that it matches exact. Oh, we have to drag the whole thing down a little bit. Oh, one thing, if you hold down Shift and the up and down, you can move the shape very small amounts. So now, because this one is above it, we have to subtract from below it in order for the puzzle pieces to fit together. So I'm going to hit Control D to duplicate. I'm going to line it up exactly in the middle and move it exactly to the bottom. Boom. And so this one here, I'll have to make negative. So I'm going to make that one white. And these two are going to be whatever colors. Let's just pick, for starters here, let's just do orange. And do this one orange too. Whoops. This one orange. All right, now I'm going to select, oh, I had made the white orange. This one needs to be orange. Okay, now select it all. And this little pen is the border color. We're going to make that transparent. Now we can start to make our pattern here. So let's go ahead, select it all, and hit Control D to duplicate it. And then let's try to, first things first, let's change its color. So click this one and that one, and let's make this, let's see what goes good with orange. Maybe green. If you hit Control, you can select multiple items. So click this and then hit Control to click that. What was the green? Oh, that green is nice. So highlight it all, now drag it over. It's not perfect, so I'm going to do Shift and up to get it right in the right spot. So there's my first pattern right there. Now I'm going to highlight all of that, hit Control D, highlight it all, Shift, Control D, we'll duplicate that. Let's drop that down now. And now we're getting our pattern going here. So Shift, up to get it perfect. Highlight the whole thing again, and now Control D. But remember, when it comes to this side here, it's important that it is shifted so that it matches opposite colors, right? Shift down will get it here. Shift down. I was hitting Control down. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Now you can kind of just like zoom out a little bit here, and let's just go ahead and wrap it up. So this one needs one of these on the top. So Control D, get that going up here. Look for the lines. And then I'm going to hit Control down to get it under, or just right click, order, send to back. There you go. I'm going to click these guys, Control D, get them there. Again, like I said, it's okay if it goes over a little bit. You can zoom in, whoops, shift up and shift down. So you can go ahead and zoom in there and make sure that's perfect. And then you can go ahead and fill your whole thing in. When you're done, one thing I like to do that's pretty cool is to like make one of them and change its color just to pop it, like this one, like the two golds right there. That looked really cool. When you finish with your top and bottom tessellation, I challenge you to do a smaller tessellation, but so do one on the top for the bottom and then do one for the right side to the left. So then copy it, the negative image to the left side. So you can have a two-way tessellation. You don't want to do as big a chunk as I did with that pentagon because it will subtract from the left as well. But you give that a try. So let's give two examples here, one up and down and then one left and right. And show me what